It's been just over 3 months since the Red Dead Online Blood Money DLC update released in July, and although it wasn't really anyone's favorite, in fact, most people thought it was the worst update we've gotten since Frontier Pursuits, I just wanted to take a look back and discuss the 7 best changes that we received with the Blood Money update. These are changes to Red Dead Online that I think personally improved gameplay, improved the quality of life to the game, improved the way pieces of Red Dead Online are structured, etc. And I'd love to hear if you have anything to add to this list, so once we get to the end, if you think I missed anything super important, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to hear what you all have to say about these changes, or any other changes you have in mind. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on today's video, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Starting off with number 1, these are in no specific order, by the way. These are just the top 7 that came to my mind and that I thought about here. Number 1, the ability to purchase previous Outlaw Pass items. I'm talking about previous Outlaw Pass outfits, the ammo pouch upgrades for weapon classes, the wilderness fast travel ability, etc. Lots of players have started to play Red Dead Online and have been welcomed into the community since Frontier Pursuits and the first Outlaw Pass, and for the entirety of this game's existence, there will always be new players to the game. Now, how it's been in the past is when a certain Outlaw Pass ends, if you never purchase the pass, or say you never reach the mass rank to acquire all the rewards, unlocks, and items, that would mean you permanently miss out on those pieces of content and loot in the game. And once Rockstar started to introduce the wilderness fast travel ability or ammo upgrades, that's when it started to become something of a negative for the game. Just because you joined the party late, that means you missed out on crucial pieces of content that either change your stats, give you extra abilities, etc. And there, of course, there's an argument for leaving the cosmetics like outfits limited time so that you can have something rare, but important things like the wilderness fast travel ability should be an ability that all players have access to in the game. So it's nice to see Rockstar change up the way they do things now with Outlaw Passes and quick draw clubs. The flip side with the cosmetics, though, is that now everyone's rare unlocks and items are not so rare anymore. However, I would say it is a net positive overall for the game when all players can experience everything the game has to offer. Next is the Call to Arms survival mode. We have 10 waves that you need to survive. We have all different types of enemies in one mode. You have the bucket head enemies, overpowered snipers, one-hit melee enemies, war wagon enemies, etc. And this was a game mode that I really loved in GTA Online, and I'm super happy to see it make a return in some form in Red Dead Online with added objectives of, say, for example, keeping some townsfolk alive, and you could choose where to place those guys so they can defend a certain town or point of interest in your Call to Arms mode. And although it kind of is a useless side objective that doesn't really help or hurt you in terms of money, gold bars, or XP when you complete the objective or fail it, it is still nice to do while you're running around or riding around town blasting hundreds of enemies to Kingdom Come. Number 3, we have new missions like contracts and opportunities. We have 6 contracts: Jeb Phelps, the Railroad contract, the Blue Water Man contract, and those were the 3 original ones, plus the Dockside, Saloons, and Cornwall contracts as drip. And these were fun 3-part missions that can reward a player with pretty decent money, and it's especially useful for newer players as now they have lots more choice in the game for ways to earn gold. They don't necessarily just have to rely on stranger missions before they unlock the bounty hunter role. Now they can play all different types of contracts and opportunities without needing to spend any gold on roles just yet. And the best part is, if you have roles like the Trader and Moonshiner, those are still producing goods during these missions, which is absolutely awesome. And part of this is the Ruthless difficulty content and the added Ruthless difficulty content, because we haven't had much of that recently. We've been in need of some hard content like the Ruthless difficulty opportunities and newer Ruthless difficulty Telegram missions that were also released in the Blood Money DLC drip feed. So now we have those, and I think that's really fun, especially the Il Sovrano Diamond opportunity. That one, it just seems like the enemies are cranked up way to the max, and the damage they do, the health they have, things like that. Like, you have Ruthless difficulty enemies that do high amounts of damage, have high amounts of health, and the 5-star legendary bounty difficulty enemies, which are very comparable to Ruthless. They're probably exactly the same in terms of their damage values, etc. When it comes to the Il Sovrano mission, it just feels like the enemies are super overpowered, and I love that about that. Now, the next one I want to talk about, number 4, is in fact the quick draw clubs. It's just a new form of Outlaw Pass. Rockstar basically divided what would have been Outlaw Pass 6 with a 100 level tier or just 100 rank Outlaw Pass into 4, 25 ranks each. They were able to monetize each one price them at 25 gold bars each. And of course, when you max out the rank at rank 25, you get all your gold back, things like that. But I think it just made for more consistent, fun Tuesdays to log into whenever we received a new quick draw club, because you knew the bonuses, the discounts that week, and then of course the quick draw club itself was going to be waiting for you in game at least once a month or at least one Tuesday every single month. So that's pretty cool. Now, number 5, we have free roam mission selection options. So you can choose up to 7 different types of free roam missions now, depending on the stranger you visit in free roam. No more mail deliveries or getting free roam missions that you have zero interest in doing, because now you can just choose. Same with the blood money missions. And I love this because, like I said, with the mail deliveries, I hated running across the map, going to a stranger, and then of course they just only have the mail delivery mission to give me, and I'm like, wow, I don't really want to do this. I want to do a supply wagon mission or a bushwhack or destroyed supplies or paid killing or whatever, and now I have that choice. And even if some stranger doesn't have the exact mission that I want to play now, because you know, sometimes some of the strangers only have 3 or 5 missions, they may have more of a total list that isn't really available, and it refreshes a little bit later on. It is still nice to see those options here in game, and I'm going to talk about choice a little bit later on. Now number 6, we have DLSS support for PC. This is huge for improving your frame rate, your performance, and the stability of Red Dead Online on your PC, or just Red Dead Redemption 2 in general. You can crank up your settings to ultra and still get the same, if not better, performance than you were getting on your original settings pre-DLSS support. And there are some drawbacks to this, like your character's hair or horse manes and tails looking like a little bit over sharpened. Like if you were to crank up TAA all the way to the max, you get that same effect, but the game still looks a lot better, and the performance increase is probably the best part, because you won't get any more frame hitching, you won't get any frame stutters, your frames will be a lot higher, and the game will just look ultra buttery smooth. And coming in as the last one, we have the nominated Showdown series now added to the game with blood money, and players can use the nominated Showdown series to choose their favorite Showdown modes to play, and those will be implemented into a custom Red Dead Online playlist that changes quite often. And I just wanted to talk about my favorite game mode, which was Last Stand, and now with the nominated Showdown series, I can actually play Last Stand a lot more frequently, because whenever I would go and try and access the Elimination series playlist, I would only get Gun Rush, either teams or solos. I would never really get Last Stand at all. And between when Red Dead Online came out of beta with the May 14th, 2019 spring update and before Frontier Pursuits, we basically had a 24/7 Last Stand playlist, and I was playing that with my friends, you know, in real life over on Twitch as well. And it's just my favorite game mode in the game, and now you can play that with the nominated Showdown series. If you like a different sort of game mode, you can also play that with nominated. You just need to go on Social Club, vote for your favorite modes, and Rockstar ends up implementing those into the game. But overall, I think a big takeaway from the Blood Money DLC update in Red Dead Online was the added choice that Rockstar gave us as players. You know, it's not just about roles and stranger missions now. We can mix in certain robberies and other types of criminal-focused missions to earn money, gold, and XP, and basically just shake things up for a little bit. While Blood Money basically added nothing new in terms of new things to buy, besides just like a few overpriced hats that you unlock the ability to purchase for completing ruthless difficulty opportunities. I mean, talk about pointless with that, right? Overall, the choice of things to do really improved the game, in my opinion, with Blood Money. That is, of course, if you find the free roam gameplay loop fun and compelling already. Free roam missions, roles, dynamic events, etc. If that's not really your thing, then Blood Money most likely did nothing for you. And I think that's a big complaint from a lot of players who just wanted the next step for Red Dead Online. That's something I wanted as well, but I am quite happy with the missions we got. I mean, I just like playing the game, so having more missions to do is definitely my thing. But overall, I think we're going to wrap things up right here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. I would love to hear anything that you have in mind. What do you think improved the game with Blood Money? Do you think you have anything to add to this list? I'd love to hear down in the comment sections below. But overall, if you did enjoy this video, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we talk about here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. And you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.